Where did Carol Cow vanish to? Why do only animals of the same species marry? The colorful world of Peppa Pig might be hiding some dark secrets. Have you ever noticed that in Peppa Pig, every couple is made up of the same species? Mummy and Daddy Pig, Mr. and Mrs. Rabbit, Mr. and Mrs. Pony. No exceptions, no crossovers. But why is that? Is it just coincidence? Or is there an unwritten rule in Peppa's world, maybe even a law, that only same-species marriages are allowed? But if this is true, then does this mean Peppa and Susie will be single forever? Because so far, we have never seen another pig family or another sheep family in their world. Unless the show introduces new pig and sheep family, it seems like Peppa and Susie might be destined to stay single forever. What happened to Carol Cow? We first saw her in the episode Mr. Potato's Christmas Show, and she made a few cameos after that. She was almost always seen beside Mrs. Cow, who everyone assumed was her mother. But then, she just disappeared. She wasn't even at her own mother's wedding. That's right, Carol Cow, who is Mrs. Cow's daughter, wasn't attending the wedding of her mum and Mr. Bull. And Mr. Bull has been a frequent face in the series, yet Carol is nowhere to be seen. If she's his stepdaughter now, why have they never appeared together? It's like she's been completely erased from Peppa Pig's world. Was she written out? Forgotten by the creators? Or did something darker happen off-screen? Going back to the pig family, have you noticed something really interesting about Peppa's world? Think about all the different kinds of families living here. There are lots of rabbits families who aren't related to Rebecca Rabbit. We see many ponies who aren't part of Pedro Pony's family. It seems like there are many kinds of animal living in their world. But when it comes to pigs, it's a bit strange. We've only seen Peppa's family. Her grandpa and grandma, her aunt and uncle, and her cousin Chloe and Alexander. We don't see other pig families walking around town, going to the shops, or even visiting big cities like Paris or New York. It makes you wonder, where are all the other pigs? Maybe they live in a different place that we don't see on the show? Or perhaps there's a reason why we only see Peppa's family of pigs. Some believe it implies that Peppa's family is the only pig family left, perhaps hinting at a past event or a unique status within this animal society. Could they be the last of their kind? Or are they deliberately isolated for some unknown reason? It certainly makes you wonder why the world of Peppa Pig is so diverse in every other species, yet so singularly focused on this one pig family. We all know Teddy, Peppa's favorite toy bear. Some fans believe that Teddy is actually a toy with a life of its own. In the episode where the pig family travels around Italy, Teddy often seems to escape from Peppa because in reality, she's alive. And in the episode Doll Hospital, Peppa seems to hear Teddy's voice and know what she wants. That's really creepy. If Peppa can really hear the toy talking, then it's totally possible that Teddy has a life of its own. In the episode Teddy's Day Out, Peppa asks the toy to promise not to disappear again after it went missing. So, basically, Peppa and Teddy are having conversations. Teddy goes missing so many times that it seems like it doesn't want to live with Peppa. That's strange, isn't it? Edmund is a genius elephant who's only 2 years old. And that makes absolutely no sense, because there just isn't enough time for this character to know everything he does. Even being a genius, Edmund would need more than 2 years to study all the knowledge he has, which is why there's a theory that he's actually an adult. The first reason is that time doesn't pass in Peppa's universe. There have already been 6 Christmas episodes, and all the characters are still the same age. The second reason is that Grandpa Rabbit, the only other genius in the show, is 100 years old. And that proves there must already be some kind of power that allows characters to live for a very long time. And everyone knows that Edmund and Grandpa Rabbit have some kind of connection because they're always debating science whenever they meet. The third reason is that Edmund studies in the same class as Peppa, even though he's younger than her. He's smarter than the teacher, so he doesn't need to be there. But he chooses to, so that everyone believes that he's just a kid. Alright, let's talk about Mr. Potato. Now, in a world full of talking pigs, sheep, and elephants, you might think a talking potato isn't that weird. But pause for a moment. All the other characters are animals, right? And then you have Mr. Potato and even Super Potato, who are, well, vegetables. It stands out, doesn't it? This isn't just a quirky character. It sparked a fascinating theory. What if Mr. Potato isn't actually a potato at all? What if he's human or an animal, cleverly disguised in a suit, perhaps tasked with a very specific, very important, and possibly very sneaky role in Peppa's world? Think about it. In a universe where animals rule, Why would a vegetable be given such a prominent, almost celebrity-like status? And more to the point, why is Mr. Potato constantly pushing everyone to eat more vegetables? It's a bit odd for a walking, talking potato to be so keen on others consuming his kind, isn't it? If he were truly just a vegetable, wouldn't that be cannibalistic? Then there's Super Potato. If he genuinely possessed superpowers, why is he only limited to the television screen? Why wouldn't this seemingly powerful character step in to solve real-world problems in Peppa's community, rather than just fictional ones? His power seems curiously limited to the realm of entertainment, which makes you wonder if his powers are just part of the act. It all makes you wonder what's really going on behind that potato exterior, and what his true purpose might be. Now this next theory focuses on the character who seems pretty straightforward, but might actually be full of hidden secrets. Grandpa Pig. On the surface, he might just seem like a sweet older gentleman who really loves his garden. But if you look closer, there's something quite intriguing about him. He's almost always wearing that sailor hat, and even though he's retired now, he still seems to live by some kind of sailor's code. But here's the big question: what kind of sailor was he? It's a mystery because he never talks about his life on the sea. We see him happily sailing his little boat with Peppa and George, but we never hear any stories about the real adventures he must have had. What did he do before he settled down into his quiet life with Grandma Pig? Did he travel to faraway lands? Or perhaps something happened during his time at sea that he prefers to keep to himself? We just don't know because Grandpa Pig keeps his past locked away. Even though Grandma Pig sometimes tells him to get rid of his old things, he holds on to them. What could be up in that attic of theirs? Could there be clues to a past he's not sharing with the family? He seems to have a whole history that he keeps hidden, a collection of secrets that might just stay secret forever. What do you think he was like in his sailing days? Now for a theory that'll blow your mind, Susie Sheep might actually be a clone. This isn't just a random thought. It's rooted in some interesting hints and a rather strange family dynamic. The theory suggests that Grandpa Rabbit might be the mastermind behind this, having cloned Susie along with her grandmother and mother. The biggest piece of evidence? Look closely at Susie's pajamas. You'll often spot an anchor symbol stitched onto them. What's so special about an anchor? Well, it's the exact same symbol you see on Grandpa Rabbit's hat, hinting at a deeper, more personal connection. Adding to this mystery is the fact that there are no male characters in Susie's immediate family. This absence, combined with the shared symbol, has led some to believe that Grandpa Rabbit, a scientist, engineered this unique lineage. We all know Mr. Bull, right? But did you know Mr. Bull might be a character who does bad things just to make money? You might have noticed how he's always fixing the school's roof, and yet the roof still keeps leaking in and disrupting the classes. He is always present at Peppa's playgroup, even though he doesn't have a child studying there. That's why there's a theory that he never actually fixes the problem properly, so that the playgroup keeps hiring his services over and over. Another reason is that sometimes Mr. Bull is seen on the roads digging holes to replace sewer pipes. In the episode where he's digging up the plumbing, there's absolutely no reason for it. There are no leaks or damages. So maybe he's the one causing these construction issues just so he can get paid to fix them later. Is it possible that deep down he's actually evil? We all know Miss Rabbit as a hardworking resident of Peppa's town, and you have probably noticed that she is literally everywhere doing different jobs. Many people think she's just working, but that may not be true. She might be a government spy who's been tracking the pig family. If you pay close attention, you'll see that Miss Rabbit is not everywhere. She only shows up wherever the pig family is, because she's following the main characters. In the episode where Peppa visits the TV station, it shows that there's always a camera filming Peppa. The proof is that Susie watches her friend deliver the show's opening. That's super interesting. Could Miss Rabbit really be a spy who's keeping tabs on the pig family? So, there you have it. Some of the craziest Peppa Pig theories you needed to know about. And as always, we'll see you all in the next video.